Hello, Collective. This is Grand Madam with your Tuesday, August 25th, 2020 reading. I've decided to start doing some dailies for the Collective and twice a month break down the astrological readings. Now, this is going to be a general reading. Also, they are going to be timeless. The readings are going to be timeless. That means whenever you see them, that's when they pertain to you. Now, because it is a general reading, and I really have no control over who sees this reading, bits and pieces of it may relate to you, whereas other bits and pieces may not. In the event that the entire reading misses you, I would suggest that you check the astrological readings for the major or the dominant placements in your natal chart. That would be your sun, your moon, your Venus if you're female, and your Mars if you are male. Also your ascendant. I think this might be a little easier on me and more entertaining and hopefully provide you more clarity as the days go on. This year, 2020, is the year of karma, where there's going to be plenty of confusion, plenty of doubts, and a tremendous need for clarity. So, with that, let's get the show on the road. I have pre-shuffled with the Moonology deck for your pre-shuffle spread, and I have take time to breathe out. Many of us have been so shocked and appalled and exasperated that we're breathing shallowly, we're holding our breath, or we're breathing only from the chest. Try breathing from your belly and then blowing it out slowly. Doing that 3 times should help calm things down for you. Also, the full moon in Libra, it says the outcome is going to be a win-win. So whatever you're dealing with, it's going to work out. Finally, full moon in Pisces, balance spirituality with your practicality. Now, if you've got nothing else from me in my readings, you will notice that I always try to balance the spirituality with the day-to-day. I have said to get up and do some type of devotional, spiritual something or other, whether it's a prayer or a chant, before you start your day, and most definitely when you find yourself in conflicting situations. All right? That's paramount for the year 2020, and 2021 is going to be just as strenuous. At the bottom of the deck, we have full moon in Scorpio. It is time to release the negativity. So, today, I'm clarifying the cards with the vice versa deck. So let's see where we go from here. Let me move these. I need a little more space. And we're going to start with time to breathe out. So let's see. Oops. So I have already called in the guides for the collective. Guides, give me the best message for the collective under time to breathe out. In other words, it's time for you to exhale. You don't have to wait any longer. Exhale now. Things are about to come together for you. So what is this about? One more. This is the wheel of fortune. This is the wheel of destiny. Someone is trying to force the wheel. Somebody is trying to force the change that's needed. Now is not the time to force change. You cannot force change. You have to wait for change to happen. It's in the hands of the divine. Okay? It's time to breathe out and step back and watch things work. Now, here again, this is the card of the magician. This way, he's got everything under control. He's got the resources. He's got the know-how. He's got all the elements, earth, wind, fire, and water. On this side, things have not maybe turned out the way he expected, but he's still trying to plug away at it. But before he moves any further, he's taking a look internally, taking a look at himself, because he has everything he needs. He has everything he needs to execute the plan or to execute the operation, yet there are delays. And that's where this comes in. When I said you cannot force this change, you have to allow it to unfold. And that's the lesson of the magician on the flip side. Now, some of you, okay, it's going up like that, cool. Some of you have withdrawn and gone within trying to find the answers. That's great. Because now that you've found the answer, see the light is the answer. You found that light within yourself when you went into hermit mode. And when you did that, everything kind of fell in place for you. What was unknown became known. And now you can move in a different direction or in a better direction. Okay? When the time comes. So, take time to breathe out. Everything is in order. Now all you have to do is allow things to unfold. The next card is a win-win outcome forecast. Oops, you're trying to fall. Okay. Here's my 10 of Cups. This is what I call on the flip side. Here's the 10 of Cups on the right side. You have 10 cups, lots of love, optimal emotional satisfaction. You see the rainbow? This is for some of you. But for others of you, and this is how it fell out. You have the 10 of Cups on the beach. You have the murky, dark waters in between the 10 of Cups and that little statue on that lotus in the air or that cloud in the air is the Ace of Cups. What that means is many of you are still striving to find or to acquire, get your 10 of Cups. But before you can do that, there's a lot of internal stuff. You have some murky waters or some dark waters. There are some hidden factors within yourself that need to be acknowledged, recognized, and acknowledged by you. This is going to be a self-examination. The question is why you do the things you do, why you think the thoughts you think. Because this is what is separating you from this. Okay? Your goal is a win-win outcome. And manipulating, being sneaky, telling lies is not going to get you this. It very well may lead to this. Now this is also my card for love undercover. Those clandestine affairs. Those affairs that no one is supposed to know about. Okay? Give me the Ten of Cups flip side, please. Yeah, I'm shuffling on that because that came out too deep. That's a lotus. Okay. And some of you, I'm looking at this card now. Some of you have actually achieved love out of the dark waters. It was very painful. It was very eye-opening. But you know something I just noticed about this? This angel, this is the statue from the Ace of Cups. This is also a card of discovering self-love out of the murky waters. Some of you have literally evolved out of the murky waters into a state of self-love. That guarantee that's going to give you a win-win forecast here. Okay, let's keep going. I told you that card was deep. What's this Ten of Cups flipped, Spirit? What is the message? Self-acknowledgement, self-love, what is the word when you go within yourself and find the answers? Whatever that is. Many of you, and this is a good thing, have gone within to find the answers. Ooh. Many of you have gone in to found the answers of what to do about certain situations, certain people in your life. Why? Because you couldn't make anything happen. You're going within, and once you got in there, you discovered that some of the problems you have in relationships are coming from the way you think, your fears, your insecurities, and your actions. Once you've discovered that, you knew what to do. You knew who to put in your life, and you knew who to cut out of your life. This is a cup. This is a Five of Swords flipped. And once you cut out certain people, now this is something else. They walked away from you, or you walked away from them. You see the swords? Swords are beliefs. So some of you could have had a major paradigm shift in your beliefs. Some of you may have discovered new information about yourself. Some of you may have discovered new information new to you. I'll say new information is new to you, because I'm sure others around you could see it clearly, but you could not, because you did not understand it. Now that you see things clearly, now that you understand what you were involved in, now that you know how what you were involved in was taking you away from your true path, you have sent people away. You have dispatched some thoughts that were of your own. You've gotten to the truth of the reality here. Now that you have seen through the mind games, now that you are no longer in competition, because you have realized there is really no such thing as competition. Let me say that again. There is really no such thing as competition. Now you're ready to make your moves. Now you're ready to devise the right plan for your betterment. One that's going to work this time. One that's going to manifest. One that is going to come out with the win-win situation. Because if you keep with the win-lose situation, which is what competition is all about, there's always going to be negative fallout. And that negative fallout hits everybody concerned, and that is not a happy thing. And your success is only temporary. So we're looking around here for some temporary success, permanent success, until you're ready to move to the next thing, and you want to be happy. Whoa! Did I not call it? This is what competition brings. Someone has taken off the mask. This is not total destruction of the tower on this side. This side is where the tower blows up. This side is where the mask comes off. And you see that lightning strike? That is information. That's that lightning bolt. Knowledge is light. Literally, it is actually absolutely light. And when the lightning struck, the masks fell off. Give me tower. What is this specifically about? Am I getting in somebody's business now? I promise not to be long. But I'm curious about the mask falling off. What is the tower? Spirit? What is tower? What is the tower? Because your foundation must have been solid, but someone was wearing a mask. It could have been you, sweetheart. And you've decided to trash that. Oh, that's not me anymore. I'm not that person. This is who I am. So that tells me your confidence has even been built. Because now you're free to show the world and those you care about who you truly are. And they can love it or they can leave it. They can love you or they can leave you. So, Spirit, what is this tower about? This taking off of the mask. Okay. And someone has left. This is the Nine of Pentacles. On this side, this is the card of the single woman who's highly independent and has her own money and lives her own way. She has her own home. There's nobody but her and the birds, and she's perfectly happy with that. On the flip side, it's a different story. This is someone who is codependent. This is someone who depends on someone else for her supply. This person has somebody else paying her rent. And this is how she moves. I don't think this person even knows how to pay her rent online. So the mask is off on someone who is very codependent on them for their money. I'm leaving it there. So it apparently that's who that was involving. What is the single card for the male? The Nine of Cups. But there's not here. So let's move on to balance spirituality and practicality. Whee! This is something else. Give me a card. So this reading seems to be for someone who is learning the hard way that they must stand on their own 2 feet in life. Okay, now let's see what energies are around balanced spirituality and practicality. That tells me there was an imbalance. Somebody was trying to use their spiritual practices for practical gains. Or someone was trying to use their practical gains, vice versa, with their spirituality. And it went off balance. Let's see what this card is about. I'm not supposed to look at these doggone. The only problem with these vice versa deck cards is that they have images on both sides, so I always feel that I have to look away to make sure I don't see the images. Okay, I did see that at the side of my eye. Ace of Coins. This is the card of work. Someone is hard at developing their craft. Meditation would help with that if there's a problem. But in this, also with this reading, someone has to find a job. Okay? Someone, there the cards are flipping in my hands. Oh my God. Yeah, I would say they have to find a job immediately. Because what has happened is that they've been wiped out. You see the sun eclipse, the solar eclipse at the top of the card? Whenever there's a solar eclipse, information has come to light. Well, right after the solar eclipse. It's like those energies just, what is hidden seems to just compound. And then all of a sudden, within minutes, it's like the sun is shining again on all the secrets and all what is hidden. And this person is sitting on a stone looking back at the knives, well, these are swords, in their armor. So whatever they thought they were doing, and this could have taken place on the job, whatever they were doing on the job or at home or in relationships, now they're realizing, and remember the swords represent beliefs, now they're realizing that they did all the wrong things. At least 10 wrong things. And those wrong things, because thoughts are things, have turned around and stabbed them all over the place. Somebody messed up on the job. Give me a card for the Ten of Swords, flip side. And the truth came out. This is the Ace of Swords. This is the cold, harsh, hard truth. Someone could have lost their job. Someone could have gotten cut from the job, cut from the line, cut out of the profits. What I'm feeling, what I'm hearing and feeling strongly is that someone on this job, we're going back to balance and spirituality and practicality. Someone on this job was burning candles and doing all kinds of other stuff, competing for a position or trying to maneuver into a position to get somebody out of a job. And it all came back on them. It all came back on them. If you're going to be dealing with things like, that was black magic. If you're going to balance spirituality, if you want a position on the job, if you want to get a job and you want to burn candles, you can burn an orange candle to open the door and a green candle for everyday, your income, for your job, steady work. But as you burn that candle, instead of trying to move somebody else out of a position, you burn that candle with the intent of getting the best job for you with harm to none. Let me repeat that. The best job for you with harm to none. Best job, best pay, best job, better pay, with harm to none. Because when that comes back on you, there will be no mercy. When the truth gets out, there will be no mercy. And there was none. What is this about, Spirit? Let me hold that there. I'm going to hold that there. Now, this is your pre-shuffle. Let's see what your reading is going to be, okay? And, all right, Spirit wants me to use the Lenormands. This is going to be interesting, the Lenormand deck. So, what is your message? What is the story you want to tell, Spirit, using Lenormands? So, from what we know, there was heavy competition, or there was something heavy going on the job, on someone's job, and black magic was part of it. However, it looks as though black magic can be something as sneaky as going to the boss and snitching on somebody on the job. Oh, they come back from lunch 15 minutes late also. Black magic. Yep, that's black magic. Because the intent is to harm. The intent is to harm. Either you're supporting someone or you're harming them. If you're harming them, that's called black magic. If you're supporting them, that's white magic. Magic is magic, so it's all about your intent, your true intent. So, don't try to cover up some malintent with positive words, because when it comes back at you, it can come back at you 3 to 10 times as hard. So it better be the right thing. Okay? Now, what is the storyline? What is the message Spirit has? Overall energy. Oh, is the moon. A lot of hidden feelings, a lot of things going on behind the veil. This is the card of Pisces. This is also the number 32. 3 plus 2 equals 5 numerologically, and that is a card, that is a number of significant and major change. I think we're going to do this is the man. Okay. Some hot, sexy man on the job is involved. This is the number 28, which adds 2 plus 8 equals 10. This is an ending and a new beginning for a very hot-blooded, sexy man here. Or regarding a hot, sexy man. He's hot. He's hot. I'd bring him home. And what's crossing that is the bear. The bear is the card of strength and something that has a very solid connection, a very solid, not necessarily connection, but a foundation, a solid foundation here. Number 15, 1 and 5, that's 6, that's the card of harmony. So, there are a lot of hidden feelings that are being masked on the job. Someone is striving for a solid foundation in the job or solid footing in the job. That is difficult. Okay, they traveled the maze to get there, so there were a lot of ins and outs, up and down, political office politics, but they look like they have finally reached their mark, which is the gazebo in the back after going through this labyrinth. And this is in the past, so there's a lot going on. They had to go, look at this, 1, 2. These are either the co-workers, friends, lovers, or all the above. They are now in the past. And they are the number 43, which is the number 7. This is a spiritual deal here. So it also could mean there are a lot of karmic debts or soul ties going on here. 7 is the spiritual number. 7 is the number of the divine, which means this whole scenario, this whole running around the labyrinth and running into walls here and walls there, very easily could have been orchestrated by the divine. Okay? And that was in the past. Recent past. Also in the past. All that running around, all that sleeping around, all that, handling palms or rubbing palms or whatever you do with the palms, trying to make things work, trying to get in a better position, led to, it led to success. But it was a short-term success. And the number 2 stands for partnerships. Great luck, short-term. Like hitting the lottery. If you've ever hit the lottery for a few $100s or a few thousand, you know by next week it's gone. And that's what happened here. Short-lived success. Oh, Lord. Bam. And look what happened. Wow, that's a coffin. That's a sarcophagus. This is an Egyptian sarcophagus. I'm trying to get the light right. So after all that running around, trying to get things done, trying to advance on the job, all this, like I said, all the things, the shenanigans that went on, everything just died. Everything just died. And I think this is for a man. It doesn't have to be for man or male, A man. It could be a woman going through this. Spirit said, well, he didn't do it by himself. Okay. Okay, now let's see what's happening in the present. Present energy, wishing well. Somebody, 41, somebody is wishing for change. No, not coins, change. 13, 1 plus 4. Here's a new structure now. This is the card of the child or a new beginning. And with all that screwing around on that job, it is very easily a strong possibility a child did come out of that situation on that job. Okay, let's keep going. And here are the co-workers and prying eyes, the owls, the all-seeing owls, those who see everything. The number 12 is expression. So that tells me people saw and people talked. Information got out. Ooh. And now someone is fearing the painful repercussions of it. Good gosh, I reckon. That's the whip. Outcome. Ah, look at this outcome. Long-term relationship. Long-term positioning. Somebody got a job. Somebody got their position. After all that was said and done. Those are the lilies. Okay, but here's something else going on. This is the book of knowledge. Every time I see this book, I think of HR. This is like a manual, but this is also like a file. So someone has been in the files, and even though the book is closed, the files are locked. Someone has gotten in the files. Now let's see what has come out from that, because you know it's coming out. Oh, now this is the cross. As I said before, I read this two ways. I read this as a symbol of Christ or Christianity, which means good blessings, God blessings. However, depending upon what surrounds it, what card surrounds it, it could be conflict, cross purposes. And since it's in I'm going to keep going and come back to that. I'm going to come back to that because it could go either way. For some of you, you may have had some good things on file. For others of you, there may have been a file on your conflicts, of your conflict on the job. Mental challenges, trying to make a choice. 22. This is so weird because well, maybe not these days. It's 22 is about partnership. This card, the staircase where it splits, this is about choosing the right door. Yeah, choosing the right door. Choosing the right path. Crossroads. This is all about job and relationships. Some of you may very well be having relationships, personal romantic relationships on your jobs. For others of you, this is a life choice, and it's a difficult one to make. The emotional, wow, 22. Emotional challenge is 33. 3 is about creative expression. 3 is about speaking, voicing. And what is this about but the caged heart? The caged heart. Someone wants to choose, but they can't. Or who they want to choose to be with, or where they want to be, they've been cut off by a caged heart. And there's the key. And if you can see it clearly, the door is open, but the heart is still in the gilded cage. So someone is in position. Someone is desired. but someone is isolated, and they isolated themselves basically because they don't want to be bothered. And that's a challenge for someone on the job. And here is the ivory tower. Okay, well, someone has made the decision that they are going to stay in this ivory tower alone. And that's it, and that's all. All I ever want to be is the boss. Hmm. Spirit said loud and clear, yes, I slept with you, but no, I don't want you. Ooh. Let's look at these cards at the bottom of the deck. We have the Orioles at the bird house. We have a lot of chatter at the office. We have a lot of news. Someone very well could be pregnant. We have people trying to bridge gaps. We have a meeting in the park setting. Somebody's pregnant. And guess what? They're going to be pregnant by themselves because that's how they choose to be. Someone is following their north node, following their north. Here's the bouquet. It could have been a loving relationship. Here's the tree of life. They have a psychic connection, opportunity for a solid family home. And here's the snake. They don't want that. They don't want that. So, I guess it is time to breathe out because somebody got, how do I read this? How do I read this? Some young man, or well, some older man, not that much younger than me, got involved with some folks on the job, got involved with a woman on the job. The purpose, now I'm hearing cross purpose. And I'm feeling, yeah, they were at cross purposes. They came together to be the power couple. They believed that being together in this work environment or this business environment would make them the power couple. However, things got real and they were successful. They did climb. They did position themselves. They elevated their position. The woman got pregnant and decided, oh no, I don't want a relationship with you. I want to go to the top. I want to be the emperor. I'm the empress now, but I want to be the emperor. And that's all. So that I will stay in my ivory tower. It's been nice knowing you. I think you're a great lover. Bye-bye. Wow. So, that's interesting. Now, I have a question. Because this man is in love with that person who never even showed up in the reading. I did not have one female card. I want to know what happens to this man. I want to know how the win-win forecast comes out. This is interesting. She chose the Ivy Tower. That's going to be the title of this reading for today. So, Spirit, what happened to this guy? Put him up here. What happened to this guy? What happened to Mr. Tall, Dark, and Handsome? Tall, light, and blonde. I got a thing for tall. That's why I keep drawing tall in there. hmm What happened to this boy from next door who was making it in the corporate world or making it in the government world, who found his power wife and expected to live together in the Ivory Tower, excuse me. What happened with this guy? A choice was made. He stands at the crossroads. I don't know why. A choice was made. His decision, he wants a stable, long-term relationship. That's what he wanted. Instead, he got hooked up with a fox, who was a fox in more ways than one. Not only was she beautiful, she was a sneaky little devil. And there's a child. Y'all saw me shuffle these cards, right? Not only does she have a child, but there are other options and other opportunities for growth. I don't have to. Here's an everlasting love. I strongly feel they will love each other forever. However, this person they are not on the same page and they will not be together. Look at this. And this is why. This is why. Look what's nibbling at the love thread. With this thread of love, there's a thread left. And there's a little mouse nibbling away at it. At this relationship. So before I even go anywhere, the fox and the fishes felt like that. That's where they go. So that tells me this person is talking about no grass growing under her feet. She's still looking for major opportunities to propel her to the top. She's serious. Baby or no baby. Look, heading for north. So now look at this, look at this, look at this. All right. This person has chosen now he knows clearly he wants a long-term loving relationship like a home, family, marriage, blah, blah, blah. But he chose the wrong one. He chose the wily fox. So that got postponed. Now he has a child. But since things didn't go well with the fox, there is another option for love. And here she is. Here she is. This is the card of the woman. That's all they call them, the woman. The grass didn't grow too up much under his feet either, did it? And he hopes he can meet with her in social settings. Or he's afraid of meeting with her in social settings. This falls in the cards of hopes and fears in the gazebo, surrounded by the beautiful garden. He hopes he can get her there. Oh my goodness. And he's hoping 17 for a new beginning with this person. Brand new beginning. So this is someone new. There has been an email or text. This is a message. 27, 2 and 7 is 9. About the other numbers. 2 and 9 is 11. This is possibly a twin flame. Definitely soulmate. Going to the north node, 4 and 2 is 6. Harmony. Things working out. 2 with 20 reduces down to 2. Partnership. 1 and 7. This is also the number 8. It could be for infinity. Or number 8 also deals with finances. 2 and 7 is 9. Endings. Someone got the memo, or someone got an email for closure. What did that email say? Oh my goodness. No, they didn't put this in the email. Oh my God. Someone sent an email about a closed heart. Your heart has been closed to me. You closed your heart to me. Wow. Because you closed your heart to me, I found another. Mm. Oh! I don't know how much time has passed with this situation, but time has passed because now the situation is with this new relationship, there's an engagement ring. And you know what an engagement ring is? It's the preliminary to the wedding. It is in the mental challenge. I don't know. Well, I guess commitment is a little. Somebody's trying to get cold feet, maybe. However, oh, here's the problem. The emotional challenge is they're still hurting from the previous situation. Okay, that's 11. That's another karmic number. 11 and 11. Also, look at this. 11 and 11. Strong possibility that this person was involved with this guy while they were with someone else on the job, which would inflict pain, which would cause question, which would be a mental challenge to accept this ring. Outcome. This is the mask again. It's also the sun and the moon. Look at the cheeks. This is the eyes of the cheeks. You see the sun and the moon? So the sun has illuminated the moon. All the secrets are out now. What was hidden by the moon has been illuminated with the sun. Boy, look at that. Look, you see that energy coming out the eyes and out the mouth? All of it's out on the table now. Yeah, those folks were there together. Bottom of the deck. Here we go. Look at what's on the bottom of the deck. There's the bouquet, the offer of love, the stable family home, the tree of life, which means growth, and the healing. Wow. I mean, all this is good. Moving away to a fortunate situation, there's the sun again, and now is the time. And it was written. Oh! So, tying all that up. Someone learned, where's that tree of life? The tree of life stands between heaven and earth. It's the bridge, so to speak. It's where you have your meditations, your intuition, your knowing without knowing. The tree of life, this is what I call this card because they've got the Kabbalah in their tree of life. Someone has learned to balance their spirituality with practicality. In other words, someone realized that they were in a situation that only the divine could help because they were very overwhelmed. They wanted to be successful on the job, but they wanted a partner to be successful with them. The person they chose played them, and they knew, they threw their hands up and said, I don't know what I'm doing. I have to call on the divine in this. And the divine sent them right back home. Okay? And so the moral of this story is balance your spirituality with your day-to-day practicality. Instead of looking for that power partner, let the divine be your power partner. If you like this reading, please like and subscribe. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments section or email me. My information is at the bottom in the description. This is Grand Madam, congratulating you and wishing you much love.